tale of the tape. Here is Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall, and weighed in at 159 on the dot. And he'll be facing Daniel Jacobs, the Miracle Man. 6 foot tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 74 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I...
So here is Roy Jones Jr., 24 years old. He's already got 22 wins with 20 knockouts. Certainly a young man to keep your eye on. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, who's had epic battles with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the former 2-time middleweight champion, looks to get back on top with a win in this one.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Listen, when you've got 2 people that want to fight, 2 fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. And there's the bell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Clean left jab. Good looking jab. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. And that jab just missed with the left hand.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. He takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and goes right after him again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe this? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Looking to land the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
This kid ain't got no gas in the tank no more. You're so mad. He's gone.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
For those who thought this would be a miss, Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Misses with the straight left. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Ain't got no gas in the tank no more. You're so... Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump all... That's what I'm talking about. You broken this kid's will to fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That right hook won't score. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Perfect counter shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That uppercut does not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell sometime.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Pretty close fight here in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab slightly off target. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. punch and just got countered. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Same again.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Don't let it land again.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The jab doesn't quite connect. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab does not score. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That uppercut misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get...
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been a round out or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.